And now we have sound. Sorry about that, guys. So, today's Mother's Day. So, if you are a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. If you have a Mother's Day, if you have a mother, and you want to wish that person happy Mother's Day, whether they are present or absent, please go ahead and do that. And if you had problematic relationships with mother figures, I wish you wellness and healing for all. So, we're in the month of May, and there's a new moon on Tuesday. So I am coming here to tell you, let's actually go, where do I? Oh, that didn't work. That did not work at all. I'm on air, but now I've got the wrong camera. Interesting. Let's go back to where we were before. We are still streaming. I think. Yes, we are still streaming. Okay, we're gonna go back to the setup. So if you're chatting, I can't see you because I want to have two cameras so that you can see the cards. So, sorry about that. So, again, here we are, new moon on Tuesday, and Mother's Day. So it seemed like a really appropriate time to do another reading. Another reading from my Deviant Moon Tarot deck for the new moon. What is in store for us on this new moon? What will be beginning for us? Maybe we will find out things that will be ending. I apologize if the shuffling is really loud. In fact, I'll do just one more. Okay. And again, we are looking for 10 cards. we go. So in position 1 is the Inquirer. Present day is, from the Major Arcana, the Sun. See if you can picture that. Seems like the stream has just a bit of lag behind us. So hopefully you can see the Sun. Now, if I remember correctly, the Sun is a figure that is sort of really all about celebration and kind of enjoying life, enjoying the fruits of our labors, being in the sun, being in life-giving force. And in this figure, we have seems like two nude figures dancing together. Now, I always like to refer to what the intention of the artist was, because there is something about the intention that the artist puts in it that lingers in any reading that we might have. Twins meet by the city wall. They came as two individuals, yet the sun above unites them into a single soul. Okay, successful relationships, friendships. Maybe someone out there is going to find that they are getting engaged. These are happy times. This is pure joy. This is us today, the Inquirer, present day. The second card is Past Influences. And I was going to say it's upside down, but it's not. It's the Hanged Man. So past influences, the Hanged Man, yes, the Hanged Man usually indicates some sort of, it's not quite an upheaval like the Tower, but it's some sort of disruption that causes us to see things from a very different perspective in life. Sometimes we have to look at the world upside down in order to understand it. And I will be honest with all of you, recently, as many of you know, I've been doing a lot more meditating, and I've been doing a lot of different work in various healing modalities, which is related to new announcements I'm not going to make today, but you got to keep watching these channels because Rhythm and Flavor is transforming, and we are going to be incorporating work centered on healing. So I know that there's probably a lot of folks out there. Why am I talking right into the microphone? There's no camera here. I should be talking right there. So yeah, and as I've been doing all this work, which I really feel is just the baby steps, just the beginning, but as I'm doing it, I actually said to myself out loud yesterday that it's a bit dizzying. I still feel like I'm behind on everything, but I know there's a lot happening. And I said, it feels like I've been playing pin the tail on the donkey so long that I forgot what it's like to be unblindfolded and not dizzy. So I hope that all of you, whatever disruption the last year has caused you, whatever new perspectives you have gained while you were in the upside down world, take time to reflect on what those lessons are and what you need to take with you, because I think that's important. So that is in a position of past influences. Subconscious influences, well, this is upside down, and this is the Lovers upside down. This is very interesting. So typically when the Lovers comes up straight up and down or not upside down, it's usually a good sign that is, similar to what the Sun was saying, that we have good positive love relationships, or that someone will come into your life who is a lover. Reversed, I think it means probably that there are doubts somewhere in one's love relationship. So if you have been doubting, that could very well be a subconscious influence. So it's important to address those, because left unaddressed, they can linger for a little too long and they can fester. So there are ways to deal with that. Actually, one of the ways I'm learning how to deal with that is through dreams. And I'm just beginning some things about that, but we will, in the near-ish future, we will be offering something in terms of work-free dreams. Oh, did I show the camera? Let me show the camera. So here's our Hanged Man, which is in position 2, past influences. So weird to be watching it this way. I should probably will be watching it through OBS so I'm in more real time and not having such a delay. There we go. Okay. And then the Lovers. The Lovers, which is upside down in our reading. Okay. That is 1, 2, and 3. Oh, I just want to also look at what our artist says about the Lovers. Oh, well, and it does say in reversed it is separation, division, or conflict. The description is that locked in a passionate hold, 2 lovers embraced by a desert lake. The moon casts a hypnotic trance upon them. A snake injects them with venom. Oh dear, how dangerous and exciting. So check in with yourselves and with your love partner. Just make sure you all are doing okay. Make sure that people have their needs met. Make sure there's no unnecessary drama working in and out of things, getting in the way. So subconscious influence, that's what that is. So 4 is secret desires and wishes. Oh, isn't she lovely? So we have, let's see if I can get it in the camera. We have this lovely, she looks a bit like a belly dancer. She looks like she might be, you know, some sort of interesting. She's got what looks almost like a mask of the Day of the Dead on the back part of her skirt. And yet she's also sort of tapping into, you know, a bit of a gypsy style. And she is the 2 of Pentacles. So this is Secret Desires and Wishes. And I am not super familiar with that card, so, but she is very pretty. And this is the Pentacles. Swords, Wands, Cups, Pentacles. Okay. The belly dancer performs under the light of the crescent moon, balancing 2 silvery pentacles against the sky. Although her moves seem effortless, they come with great practice and concentration. So this is about balance and harmony with your effort. Oh dear, are we talking about the dreaded work-life balance? Is that what that's going to be? Which actually, I know that the phrase work-life balance has become a sort of joke in many of our worlds. But I do think it's important to think about balance, whether it's work-life balance or whether it is, you know, mind, body, spirit, emotion, you know, physical, mental, spiritual, emotional, the kind of balance of wellness that all of those work in synchronicity. This is what secret desires and wishes. Yeah, balance and harmony with effort, handling multiple situations. I know that my secret desire is to find that balance or to create it. So I hope that whatever you do, wherever you are in life, you are finding a way to create, co-create, cultivate the balance of your priorities, of what is good and true and right for you. So that's secret wishes and desires. And in the position of number 5 is hidden forces. That's interesting. Here we have the magician. If you would like to look at him, he's kind of fun and cute. With his little, oh, I thought it was a jack-in-the-box. It's not a jack-in-the-box, but it is a cup of wine, and it does appear that he has 4 arms, or if you look at him more closely, he really has 6 limbs, so he may be some sort of insect person. He's got all of the elements with him. He's got the wand, he's got the sword, he's got the pentacle, he's got the cup in each of his hands. And, well, those would be the elemental magics that we work with. And the hidden forces, with the magician in that position, let's see what the artist says about that. Well, the magician has great talent. The magician performs skillfully. That was a Freudian slip. This must have something to do with music. It does say it's about putting creativity to use, exploring one's potential abilities, manual dexterity, skilled hands, emerging talent. So that is very curious. There are hidden forces at work that are really wanting us to cultivate our talents. I've been feeling that call recently. I hope all of you have also been feeling it. This would seem to indicate that, yes, it is time for our creative juices to flow. Number 6 is events yet to come. Oh, we have the moon. Which is really delightful because this is going to be an interesting month. The full moon, I forget what day the full moon is, but I believe that on the eve of my birthday, there is going to be I think they said it was going to be a full moon eclipse. So that's going to be very curious, and I am going to be very interested in dancing in the moonlight on that night. So here we have what appears to be this kind of dancing marionette couple. Of course, they have a rose. Oh, and I thank my dad for giving me these Mother's Day flowers. This bouquet is really quite lovely. So happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. So the moon is usually about kind of mysteries and magic, if I am not mistaken. Let's see what the artist has to say about this particular moon card. And this is in the position of events yet to come. How curious. The deviant moon casts its powerful influence over the city, controlling minds like a puppeteer. So in its upright position, this is talking about brainwashing, dark influences, trickery, illusion, and subconscious control. Wow. Honestly, I look at that and I say that has to do with how much we are allowing the media we consume to program the way our minds work. I know that for me, it's important to really ration and monitor how I consume both social media and news media. And even really movies and TV shows too. We really need to be conscious consumers so that we understand how those images are coming at us, what types of stereotypes are coming at us, where those stereotypes come from, what the archetypes are doing, because storytelling and myth is how we understand ourselves and our place in the world. So try to wake up. Try not to let the forces that would have us stay numb. Try not to let those linger in your psyche. Try to expunge those. I'm a big fan of meditation. That seems to work pretty well for me. Oh. In the position of number 7, what does that say? The surrounding environment. We have a Chariot reversed. So here's our Chariot card. And it's coming up reversed. Oh, isn't he cute? This little Chariot guy. It sort of reminds me of in Men in Black when there's some animal. I think it's a pug that's playing some, alien royalty, and then the pug's head comes up and then it's like a little roach inside operating him. This is sort of what it reminds me of. But the Chariot usually means some sort of, fast tracking of our pathway, our journey, some sort of almost like the expressway to realizing your objectives. However, when it's reversed, and this is the surrounding environment, that could very well indicate that something is trying to barricade our pathway. Something is getting in the way. Something is not allowing us to move forward. Well, the artist says it's failed plans and poor strategy. Yeah, that's very interesting. And of course, the description here is that the charioteer prepares to venture out of the city. Overcoming past adversities has made him strong. Now he takes his experience to new lands. Wow, surrounding environment. Yeah, I don't know how many of you have felt like you've tried several things this past year and they've all failed. So I think that it's real. It's real to recognize when we feel like we've failed. And yet it's also important to recognize whatever is the lesson in that. Oh, I forgot to put my handyman right back up again. If we do get stuck, if we do feel like we have had our chariot upended, and if we do feel like we are sitting by the side of the road wondering, WTF, we just have to figure out how to get back up on the bicycle. We have to figure out how to regroup, re-strategize, and find the pathway. So that's interesting. And that is the surrounding environment. Okay, so number 8 is the influence of others. This appears to be the 8 of Pentacles. Let's see if I can show you guys in the... Isn't it pretty? Look how beautiful that is. So, this is curious. So it appears that this is maybe some blacksmith figure. It appears that he is trying to melt down gold or some other metal. Usually the pentacles represent money or financial wealth, so it seems like he's melting it down into other objects. Perhaps he's melting it down into these sun-worshipping symbols. That would be interesting and curious. Let's see what the artist has to say about the 8 of Pentacles. In the bowels of the factory, a laborer toils over his handiwork as he produces 8 golden pentacles. Oh, he's producing the pentacles. Isn't that nice? Ever vigilant in his craftsmanship, he will not tolerate anything less than perfection. Well, no wonder we feel like we failed. But this is the influence of others. It is talking about craftsmanship, attention to detail, pride in one's work. So whatever your craft is, whatever it is that you do, whatever you feel is your calling to do, if this is in the position of the influence of others, then maybe what we need to do is surround ourselves with the people who are the craftsmen to learn from them. So if you're considering doing some sort of apprenticeship or educational program so that you can learn a craft that you are pursuing with masters of that craft, then I think that you can turn the influence of others into something really positive and really productive. In the position of number 9 is, I think we've had her before. This is the 8 of Wands. The number 8 is coming up. I guess maybe I should try to go play the lottery or something. She's upside down. And I seem to recall that, so there's a raven bringing her news. This is spiritual forces. She's also about ready to chop down 7 wands because she's turned the 8th one into a scythe. So let me remember what our book says about the 8 of Wands. Right, so the black crow is flying in with important news. Reversed, this is about stagnation. This is about envy. This is about jealousy. That's in the spiritual forces. So, wow, interesting. So those of us who experience envy and jealousy, we need to figure out why, and we need to work to release ourselves from those negative emotions. Or they're emotions that don't help us. They're emotions that really prevent us from moving onward on a path towards something more positive in life. So that sounds like it's the spiritual work to do, folks. Let's Let's work on not being jealous. Let's work on not being envious. Let's work on having gratitude for whatever we have in our world. Let's be grateful for the people in our world. Yeah, that's curious. So here's the final outcome of what is in store for us on this lunar cycle. Oh, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, that's interesting. Oh yes, I want to show you this card because she's just really kind of powerful and interesting and sort of beautiful in her quirky little way. The Pentacles usually, again, have to do with wealth. She does have what appears to be several children at her feet. But I do have good feelings about that card, because if it's what I think it is, she is indicating that our wealth situation will be thriving and will be promising. Let's see what the gracious queen revels in her luxurious lifestyle. However, she is somewhat detached from the needs of her people. She shows her royal pentacle to an audience of dolls, mistakenly believing that society will benefit from this act of misplaced charity. How curious. But she is, as the queen or the mother of pentacles, she is all about charity and generosity, affluence, and she's a gracious hostess. That is something I've been thinking a lot about, is what does it mean to be a good host? And what does it mean to be a good guest? So, very curious. I'm a little bit excited about this. I hope you are too. I hope that you have a wonderful Sunday, a wonderful Mother's Day, and I will see you soon.